Hello everybody and welcome back to the next part of our 1000-day Interloper series. It's been about 2 weeks since I was able to record the last episode, so I'm looking forward to getting back into it. So let's get to it. So our original plan was to go to Zone of Contamination and start the 25-day challenge, but we also need another achievement to get all the Polaroid locations. So what I think we'll do instead is head into Forsaken Airfield. Okay, so we do have a vista here.
All I can think about is food.
And I think the other vista... Okay, so we do have both. We did find both. That's great. So we're going to go do those. Probably follow the roads through here. And then probably head back out this way. If we can, I think we can get back this way. So let's go do that. Because I want to get, all the achievements, right? So we're going to Forsaken Airfield, so we're going to need a lot of survival stuff. So we're dropping our books. We're not going to need those. We might take this. Maybe. I don't know. Wow, we got a lot of stuff in here. We'll keep the book just in case we need to read for a while. I do want to drop 10 of these. This is going to be like our stash area. Okay, now here's where the bulk of the weight comes from. Drop that. Drop that. I think we can keep these potatoes just to eat along the way while we're in Forsaken Airfield, so let's do that. Let's also drop...
Need water.
These. I suppose we could go ptarmigan hunting, so we'll keep that bow. Take that. Have some charcoal. Alright. I think we are almost good to go. I'm just gonna put... Yeah, we sorely need a storage container for firewood. So, we'll probably do that in the future. Oh, that worked out well. Now we're gonna take, honestly, like 17 coal, because you really need it in the Forsaken Airfield. And then we'll grab sticks along the way. Put those flares in. We'll only need one, I would say. I think we are good. What are our gloves looking at? Okay, we'll take... Yeah, we sorely need to sort this out. And we will, eventually. What are our other clothes looking like? Yeah, also, huge mistake. I left the cougar hide back at Mystery Lake. So the whole point of us doing this was lost. So, be sure to remember to grab everything important. Because I would have been much better off with the wolf hide. But, I mean, it does have extra protection, so I guess there's that. That was a huge mistake, though, so please do not replicate that. Alright, what is it looking like? -10, early in the day. Yeah, we're going to want to start a fire and kind of get things going before we head out. What do we have? We have a can for water, so we should be good on that front. Take 2 liters of water. Go ahead and... So, you know what, let's eat this can. Let's eat all this stuff here. I'd rather do that before getting into the jerky and such. Now, where's that can opener? Good. Now, do not try this at home. I still think this should give you food poisoning, even with cooking 5, but it doesn't, so we will take what we are given. Alright, I think that should be good. Hold on to the 2 cans for travel. Drop that. Now, do I have any non-coal? Yes, I do. Okay, good. Now, I have 3 birch bark. Actually, no, we'll probably head out now, because there's a cave along the way that we can stop at. So, we'll hold on to this just for extra fuel. Actually, I'm sorry, no, we will not, because there might be some woodworks we can do. Speaking of woodworks, let's go and add, I think 98, 7, I believe. Let's see how many wolves we killed. Okay, 99, 20. 6. Okay. Those numbers will surely go up. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are ready, so let's get to it. It's going to be a long, treacherous trip, but we should be fine, right? And we have, yes, we have charcoal. Boy, I tell you, we could use that extra 1.5 degrees of warmth if I'd remembered to responsibly check everything again and bring the cougar hide, but mistakes were made, weren't they? Now, one thing with Forsaken Airfield, we actually really haven't been in there much, mostly just for the Signal Void quest line. But you really want to stick to the roads if you can. It's for good reason. It's probably one of the most dangerous regions. It's one of the, it's weird. It's one of the safest, I wouldn't say safest, but it's one of the most easily traversed regions in good weather, but it becomes extremely deadly when a blizzard whips up and you're in the middle of the field, because you can easily get lost and go in circles and die. So if you're caught in a blizzard in Forsaken Airfield in the middle of the field, if you have absolutely no idea where to go, just pick one direction and walk forward and do not deviate. You'll eventually run into something. Whether that be a wall or, you don't want to sit in circles in the field. That's how you die 100%. What's our... Now we do have a thermal pack. If we had our cougar hide repaired, we would be at about -7. And then we could go to -2 with the thermal pack. Although it will be warming up, so there's that. But yeah, that cougar hide, forgetting to bring that, really has devastated our walking ability without needing a fire, really. Hello, bunnies. Want to be grabbing every stick we can, really. We've got plenty of coal, so we're good on that front for warmth. But honestly, you and a blizzard for the Forsaken Airfield and other other far territory regions, you'll need about 2 pieces of coal to stop freezing. So keep that in mind, even with really good gear. Now, if we can make really good time, we can hopefully make it to the first Polaroid by nightfall. Then we can stay the night in that cabin. That's what I'm really hoping to do, but we'll have to see.
Can't feel my hands.
But I don't like how it's gotten a bit foggier out. Now, I'm fairly certain you can goat down here. Pretty sure I've seen Zach Nafine do it. But I'd rather not.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
I must say, so far for Forsaken Airfield, this is really good. So I kind of want to keep moving, but there might be some merit staying here for a minute. Yeah, we have plenty of fires, fuel as well from past adventures. That's why you want to, like, stockpile stuff, right? Just in case, because if we had no sticks for whatever reason, we would be fine. Yeah, nothing over there. Let's just destroy these. I don't have any attachment. It is getting warmer, so we could probably cook one of these, I would say. And then just get another ½ liter. And then while that's going, let's go ahead and repair these. Hey, look at that. Mending master. Beautiful. I didn't think it was that close, actually. You've mastered the use of a needle and thread. Fast, efficient, and repair with ease. So all we have are these three. We're getting there. Alright, so now what we're going to do is keep that potato on there. And we're going to head out. And off we go. And then we'll eat that potato when we can maximize the warmth we'll get out of it. Now our plan, like I said, is to just stick to the roads. It's going to be our safest bet, especially since it's foggy out now. It's not glimmer fog though, so we don't need to be in too much of a rush. You know, I probably should have brought a hacksaw just in case there's any car batteries, but that's my mistake. Okay, I think we're in a good spot. Let's go ahead and eat this.
I'd better find some water.
So I do want to have another one of our trek talks, but this region is pretty perilous, so if I do that, I'll probably do it after we get past the wolf area. By the, I think it's like Junker's paddock or something. I don't know. But we'll probably start talking after that once we get to the main road. Yeah, now these signs will absolutely save your life. Yeah, this was the area I was talking about. Now you can... Ooh. Okay, I swear, this coal is, like, renewable, so we're not gonna... I don't know. I'd definitely like probably picked this up before, but I think it respawns, so we're just gonna leave it. I don't think that's right. I think that's a glitch, but well, let's just keep going. Now this was the wolf area I was talking about. I don't see any out right now, but let's just keep going. Okay, now there is one area. I know I said we're going to stay on the road, but I do want to do one deviation. Because I think there might be some good loot and gear around here. Now, if it was the middle of a blizzard, I would not do this, but it is acceptable for now. Oh, nope, I messed up. I messed up. I think it's a bit further this way. Yep, I did. Okay. Well, that won't kill us. I don't think. But if you keep making mistakes like that, they will compound. Yep, here it is. Now you can go behind this waterfall. There might be some stuff. Now this is not wind protected. It says it is right now, but I think it's a lie. And there's this poor soul right here. They are far beyond our help now. But yeah, you see our wind protection disappeared for a minute there. So be mindful of that if there's a blizzard. It does not guarantee safety.
Mouth so dry.
Now, I did have a viewer ask why I only drink like a third, and that's just anytime one of your meters are empty, you stop healing and you start taking damage. So I just want to spend as little time as drinking as possible and keep moving, while also preventing excess damage. Okay, so I think this is a one-way trip. It is. That's fine. So this is good blizzard advice. So we're like right here, the waterfall's right here, we know the road goes right here, so we just need to walk this way and we'll find the road. We can afford to look around a bit because it's not a complete whiteout, but we don't want to like we have these rocks, these landmarks that we can use. If we were just in the middle of an open field, we would be in significantly more danger. Okay, I don't like this though. I don't know what this is about. Maybe we made a mistake. But that's fine, that's part of the game. That's what makes it fun. Now, we have our coal, so no matter what, we can find shelter and survive the night. If we didn't have coal, we would be in a much more dangerous position. But as long as we keep our head about us, we should be fine. Alright. Yeah. I kind of want to take Let's go this way. But this is what makes the game fun too, because I am kind of lost. I have a general idea of where to go, but not completely. Whereas with like Pleasant Valley, other regions, I would know exactly where to go. For the most part. So that's what makes the game fun. And although we're lost and we're losing daylight, I don't want to start running until it's 100% necessary.
I can need a horse.
Oh no. Oh, I've messed up bad. Okay. Okay. So we have to go the other way. Surely this isn't a death pit area, right? Like there's no way to get back up? I would hope not. Otherwise, it's over. And that would be the worst way to end the series. Okay, -4. We're actually... Let's use it. Because we might be walking for a few hours, and I don't want to risk the time we would have to spend to warm up. What's our weight looking at? Okay, we can afford to run a little bit if we need to. We'll save that for emergencies. I was really hoping that way had an escape route, but it looks like the only way forward is to go this way. But that's what makes it fun. If I had the map, like the community maps, I just would have not done that. There's no fun in knowing where to go all the time. Okay, this is a good sign. So this is the road, I believe, that we were looking for. Okay, crisis averted, I believe. As you can see, we're now warming up. And for our adventure, we are rewarded with 5 birch saplings. So that's about 15 arrows or 2 bows. And it's getting very bright out, so that's great. And the heat pack was a good decision. Okay, perfect. I know exactly where we are now.
Need anything.
So we had a fun little detour that went well. Now the airfield is that way, but we don't want to do that. We want to go this way.
Getting kind of thirsty.
Alright, so I think we're... Yeah, no, see, this area right here is the death trap in the middle of a blizzard. You don't want to deviate from the road. Alright, so I think we're in a good position to have another Trek talk, so I hope everybody's been doing well these past few weeks. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, it's been about 2 weeks since I've been able to record an episode. It's just been really busy. And I'm just grateful I have the time today to be able to continue the adventure with everybody. As far as work goes, it's just, you know, extremely busy, but how things are going. Just gotta be grateful that we have, you know, you gotta be grateful that you have a job. If you are indeed employed. I know some jobs are, you know, pretty bad, but I don't see any improvements in the job market, you know? And the stock market is hitting all-time highs every day, like it was 2 weeks ago when I was talking about. And there was the SpaceX IPO yesterday that released, and I am not going to be getting involved with that. I feel like it's a massive rug pull building. I'm just more concerned about if a lot of people's 401ks are going to be forced to buy it because it's one of the top valuations, and then it's just going to get rug pulled. So I went to my 401k, and ooh, look at this. Beautiful. We'll actually take this truck. Thank you. Now, let's continue. Yes, so I went to my 401k website, and I put my contributions to less a while ago, but I went to withdraw or see what I could do. And I didn't actually know this, but you can only withdraw for hardship or employment termination. I thought you could withdraw. I mean, I knew you'd take I figured you'd take a penalty if you withdrew, but I didn't realize you just couldn't do it at all unless you had a hardship reason. Because when I saw that news, I was like, okay, maybe I should just take everything out of my 401k at a loss and put it into silver or gold. Maybe Bitcoin. I don't know. I understand Bitcoin, but I would rather have metal than that. I feel like it's just a way, Bitcoin's just a way to try and make a profit, whereas rather than a stable investment. You can certainly make so much money off of it, but at the expense of others buying in, you know? This is nice. Okay, now I do want to go over here. There is a makeshift shelter. If we were freezing to death, I do want to show you guys this. This could very well save your life in Forsaken Airfield. But yes, as I was saying with the 401k. If you're in a 401k, and I would look into it. I'm fairly certain that a lot of 401ks just have like standard plans, and they buy the top 100 and they invest in those because, you know, they're stable. They're supposed to be stable and make minimal gains over time, but the minimal gains come with the benefit of being stable. But with this SpaceX IPO, it does not bode well, in my opinion. So if you're in a 401k, I would just look into it. If you can, maybe your employer has a policy where you can withdraw. I would weigh the pros and cons. Now, I do know some of my audience is old enough to just take out from the 401k, so that's not an issue for them. But for the younger people who watch, I would just, you know, kind of keep track of your investments and be mindful of what's going on. I know work and life is extremely taxing and busy, but this is the shelter I was talking about, by the way. Have I been here before? Okay. But this can save your life if you have no other option. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, I know life is very taxing and stressful, especially for my generation. A lot of us don't have much to our name, especially in terms of real estate. And like I myself rent. I don't own a house. But you can't let it keep you down. You gotta keep your mind open and focus on what your money is doing for you, whether that be investing you directly, 401k, things like that. You know, this is interesting. I have been here before. Okay, we can't help this guy. He's hello. Look at that.
When I might need to defend myself.
Another distress pistol with all the shells gone. Imagine my surprise. I think they just disappear if they reach 0. So that's probably on me for not making it in time. Now, if we were freezing, I would not waste the time to search. We should be fine.
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Yeah, as I was saying, just try and keep your chin up. Don't let life beat you down. I know it's pretty rough right now. It's probably not going to get better anytime soon, but just do the best you can. I went to the grocery store, and my groceries were about, I don't have the bill right next to me, but it was about 30% more expensive than it was a few months ago. So if you're struggling, I know I've said it before, but it's really not your fault. Just a bad situation right now. Like I've also said before, if you start gambling everything and losing everything, that might be a bit of your fault, but by and large, you know, if you have a gambling problem, now I know gas, I'm in the Midwest, so I know gas itself is actually fairly cheap lately, but that comes at a cost. Now, you remember like a month ago how I was talking about how it went from like $3 to $5 in 3 days. And then after that, it's been slowly decreasing as far as the unleaded 87 gas goes. Diesel's been around like $5.70, $5.90 this whole time. And that's really bad for the cost of everything else. But the Iran conflict is still going on. This is like the 40th time now that there's been an alleged deal. This weekend there seems to be more progress, but I wouldn't bet the house on it going through. And the reality of the situation is that
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Iran won. That's just what I gotta say. I mean, objectively, when they started the operation Epic Fury, which is quite the name, the whole thing was complete regime change, ownership. Basically, you know, he was talking about how he'd like, and they would install somebody who agreed with them. That hasn't happened. The Strait of Hormuz is still pretty much an active war zone right now. And I don't know how much, all the innocent people who got killed with rockets as well, especially the girls' school in Manab on the opening day, which was not an accident. I'm fairly certain that wasn't an accident. But what was achieved, really? Now they're just desperately fighting to get things back to where they were. That is an objective failure, right? And everybody is suffering because of it. So, where I'm getting at with this is the gas prices are lower, yes, but that's also because the petroleum reserves are getting drained incredibly fast to keep up this facade. The oil markets have just completely ignored reality at this point. I'm fairly certain, like a month ago when we saw that drastic price increase, that was like a slip. I can't prove it, but I just feel like the government itself is heavily invested in shorting oil futures at this point, just to keep that facade up. And I think it's going to hit everybody like a rock when there is no more. There is no longer enough oil or gasoline to go around. And I think it's just going to really hit everybody like a rock. So I've been keeping my car fueled up just in case.
My head feel thick.
And there was something about the Cushing's facility. I can't remember. I think it was in Oklahoma, but it was nearing critical levels. So I think that's why Trump has been acting more desperate this week with launching more and more attacks.
Need a drink.
Because I think reality is about to hit like a freight train. This coming along with the whole SpaceX IPO, it just gives me the vibe of like looting the treasury before the ship sinks, you know? It's just, it all is happening at once. I just really feel like, you know, things are gonna get a lot worse this year. And I hate to be a downer like that, but, you know, part of the series is just, you know, this is a pensive game, and you want to think about things, and I'm just saying that do the best you can and kind of prepare for what's to come. Because I do not think it's going to get better anytime soon, at least for us, for the average person watching this. But yeah, if you're average person, you got your 401k, you got that, you might be in trouble. The issue is they keep saying like, oh, the stock market all-time highs and such. Oh, that's wonderful. Why is gas, you know, well, it's cheap now, but why was gas $5? Why am I seeing gambling ads when I'm trying to get gas? Why am I seeing Kalshi, all these other sites? Why is my grocery bill 30% higher? You know, So it's just annoying. It's like, oh, the stock market's so high, the S&P 500. It's like, yeah, I really don't care how that's doing. Ooh, hello there.
Goddamn freezing.
Okay, I think this is it right here. Let's see if we can get a Vista location. Ooh, look at that. Incredible.
I've never felt so cold in my life. It's dusk, so night can't be.
So yeah, I think we'll end our trek talk. Just, you know, do the best you can. It's what I say every time. That's really all you can do. So, I don't know. It's kind of getting more distracted at the end there because we couldn't just walk in a straight line. Just, prepare yourself the best you can and look after yourself and your family.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay, we're pretty overweight right now, but that's fine. Okay, we're at this amount of time. Yeah, this is a wonderful cabin, by the way. But it's just way too far out to have any, you know. Ooh, this is... Could be better. It'd be a perfect spot for a bear hide bed, though. But it's just way too remote to be any of use.
Could end up being useful.
So let's take that. Okay, we've got an hour and 45 minutes of the heat pack still. So I kind of want to take advantage of that. Is there a ptarmigan nearby? Honestly, probably not. No, I don't think so. Let's get a good picture here. Beautiful. We'll get one in the morning. Let's see if we can break this. Not for... Do we need this scrap metal for anything? Probably not. Let's just go back inside. Now, I do want to see if there's anything we can cook with. I don't think so. Yeah, we don't even have any cooking oil, so we couldn't if we wanted to. That's a shame. They had all the stuff here except cooking oil. Well, that's disappointing, isn't it?
I would drink almost anything about now.
That's okay. Let's go ahead and take this. We've got quite a bit of water. Let's go ahead and drop the flour. We're not gonna be able to use it since we don't have any cooking oil. I don't want to drop these. I think we can just afford to go to bed, really. Let's first tear this up.
Something's making me feel tired.
Alright, that's good. We'll throw that in the way. We'll throw that away in the morning. What a way to end the night. Ruined dog food, delicious. That should definitely give us food poisoning, but I suppose not. Alright. Now it's fairly warm in here, so let's go ahead. I'm still a bit hesitant to sleep full 10 hours, even in this cabin, if not absolutely necessary. Oh, this is pretty. Yeah, let's just go back to bed though. Ah, what a beautiful day. Let's go ahead and get a camera to celebrate, or let's go ahead and get a picture to celebrate. Oh wow, look at that.
I could eat anything right now.
Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get some more food in us. Can dispose of this responsibly. Want to get rid of the less efficient foods first when it comes to weight.
Tongue feels like sandpaper.
Alright, there we go. Now, I do want to start a fire here, and then we're going to heat up some stuff. But actually, I'm going to get some coffee real quick, so I'm going to pause it, and through the power of editing magic, it'll be like there's no pause at all. Alright. See? Instant transition. Got my coffee, and we're ready to go. And by go, I mean start a fire. So, let's do that. I only have one or so things I want to cook. Now, I do want... We'll heat up one of these for the road, but then we're not going to put anything in the thermos, because I just want to go from here probably to, like, honestly, the main terminal. Now, we can just get this whole area with this vista, so I'm not concerned about mapping it. Kind of just want to go through here, down to the house right here, and then up through here, and then probably out. So let's go do that. I don't know if we'll get this all... Oh, hello. Oh, my goodness. Okay. It's quite the interesting message, but that's cool. I didn't know that was there. Let's go ahead and start a fire. Actually, let's get one more hour of sleep. Why don't we? You know what? Let's... There's no point in wasting a match when we can just do this.
Come on.
Okay, we'll put that on. Put that on. Let's go ahead and cook some of that, and we'll step back inside. Alrighty, let's do something about our weight. I think we can just drop these sticks, really. Or we can just eat.
Die if I don't drink something soon.
Yeah, let's just do that. All right. I guess we'll drop that. We're not gonna need that. As far as decorations go, I'd love to take that. There's so many good paintings, though. They really put a lot of effort into this. We'll leave that there. I'm sure they wouldn't want us disturbing that. Hello. Taking that. Taking that. That. And we're back at our weight issue, but that's fine. We'll just drop those. We're all warmed up. Well, let's go. But you see how cold it is? Negative 34. So you absolutely need a tea to half the loss, and we're gonna drink that right now. So you're still gonna lose it incredibly fast, but the warming up benefit halves the rate, so that's basically adding 17 degrees of warmth right then and there, essentially. It's absolutely wonderful. Well, I guess it's time for a mini track talk. We already talked about, like, you know, how things are right now, but as far as the channel goes, I'd just like to thank everybody for all the support and love channel's been getting. It's wonderful. It really motivates me to keep making episodes, even though I'm just extremely busy with everything and can't do it like I used to. But as far as the channel artwork goes, if you've noticed, I've been reusing the same thumbnail for like the past 60 parts. That's because my friend's been too busy to make more art. She's got other stuff to do. So if there's anybody who would be interested in making art for the channel, let me know, and I'll reach out. You make a comment, I'll reach out to you, figure something out. I don't and will never use generated AI art for the channel. I do not like it. So yeah, if you're just looking to make some artwork, and of course you will be paid for your work. I wouldn't say, oh, can you do this for the channel for free? No. You get paid for your work. That's how it goes. I detest the idea of like influencers or saying like, oh, I'll give you publicity. Wow, that's great. That really makes me able to buy food for my family and myself. No, you'll be paid for your work. For the original thumbnail, the part 1 thumbnail,
I need to find some place to escape
I
this
think it
cold.
was like 150. I paid her $150 for that, and then like the variations of that were like 30 to 50 each. So yeah, honestly, I probably spent more on commissions than I made off the channel, but that's perfectly fine. I didn't make this channel to make money. I made it to, you know, share an adventure with everybody and kind of provide some entertainment and maybe an escape from reality for a time being, just to relax. Helps me decompress. Oh, hello, Mr. Bear. Now, if this was a blizzard, I would not do this. But since it's clear day, we'll be fine. But you see, we're already freezing. But that's fine, because without this, we would have been freezing much earlier. Much earlier. I thought those were wolves, but I think they're bucks and does, so actually that's great. But yeah, like I said, if you're interested in doing art for the channel, you'll be compensated for your work. I'd like to think very well. Just reach out, maybe show me a demo or a draft of what you can do. And if you don't mind, I would like to see like the draft work of stuff in like studio art or things like that. I just want to make sure it's not AI generated, although some you can tell with some art, but there are some that are like really advanced, and of course that's just because they are copying the styles of other real artists. So yeah, if you're interested in that, just put a comment out and we'll see what we can do. But for now, I'll just be reusing the same thumbnail until such a time that we can move to a new one, because it's kind of, I kind of wanted to originally tell a whole story with the thumbnails, but that's really not gone as planned just because of life and other things with my artist friend, so with like work and such and other commissions, so it is what it is. Alright, now I do want to go to that one area I talked about earlier just to demonstrate what I meant. But I think as far as this episode goes, I think that's it with like real event talks, channel talks. Let's just enjoy the rest of the episode with nature. So we're gonna go here. I don't trust this really. You can put the fire right here too, by the way. And that's what you want to do. This has saved my life in our previous playthrough, before I started recording this series.
Come on.
It was Interloper too. But there can be like 20-hour blizzards, and this saved my life.
Thank goodness for that.
But the issue is you can't put... you can put it like right here. But you see, even one piece of coal is not enough to reliably warm up. There we go. Just enough. You could like put your sleeping bag right here and have a really hot fire going,
Cold.
and then sleep like that. I think this would be a good time to read for an hour. Put on another stick though. There we go. Oh boy. Okay, we definitely need to get a spring in our step. Now let's go ahead and place our last potato here. And I am going to try and get an hour of sleep. Like so. You could argue about the validity of this, but realistically there's no reason we couldn't have the sleeping bag on this angle right here. Like right here. Okay, I don't need the potato for warmth. We'll keep these plants here. We very well could use them in the future. Okay, there it is, the airport. So let's go there. And we're actually going to eat the potato. Now remember, our main purpose was just to get in and get out. So this is actually probably going to be a long episode. I kind of want to make it back to the transfer pass. Or at the very least, get the last Polaroid done. Potatoes are really good too because we're getting our vitamin C. We're maintaining our vitamin C as best we can. I thought about heating up a birch bark, but if we're gonna make it back to the transfer pass, the bear hide bed will take care of that. I think we're good on cattails. Let's just keep moving. I do want a picture of the control tower, so we'll be sure to get that. Any screenshot of this game really could be its own picture. It's just so appealing. I hope Black Frost doesn't abandon that art style too much. Like I said, the camera was one of the best additions to the game. I'm going to say it for the
Fingers feel numb.
25th time. It's perfect that they did not add a zoom feature to it. Because otherwise, it would be a straight upgrade with no downside. Because you could use it like a pair of binoculars, right?
That'll come
That's
in handy.
huge. I love that. That's incredible. That's the difference in early and late game Interloper. Early game, it's useless. Late game, it's like finding a bear hide coat. Okay, we can tear this up, but honestly, I just kind of want to get my bearings real quick. Maybe sharpen this for 5 minutes. Alright, so we're about right here. We came from this direction. So we need to go this way. I thought those... I must have gotten less sleep than I thought, because I honestly thought those were 2 tiny wolves. Yeah, we can't afford to run a little bit.
Can't feel my feet.
Now, if it was a blizzard, I would probably turn around, and it's looking kind of worse, actually, as I say that. Oh boy.
Damn. I'm freezing.
But I think we'll be fine. We might have to end the episode early and go to the shelter by the bunker. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so we're right here. I think it's like... probably up here somewhere. I have no idea where I'm going, so I don't know if this is the right way. It seems to be around the area of the vista, I would think, but we'll have to see. This seems vista-like. Ooh, I think this is where we need to go. It is excellent. Oh, please tell me I can get it. Hey. Alrighty. I think we can make it out of here then. I thought it was going to be a lot further to the east of the region relative to the map orientation, but it seems like we're good. I should definitely be taking these plants. I'm never gonna come back here. What am I doing? I don't care too much about the sticks up here. Were there some rose hips earlier I missed? If I did, they're gonna be lost then. The bear hide bed is powerful, but I don't know if there are any wolves up here, so I should probably have this out. Hey, ptarmigans. Oh, buddy, I'm sorry, but I do need some feathers. Come on. Thank you for your life. You only need to take one.
I need to drop something.
No. We don't want to be too greedy. We're already overweight, and we're only going to get more tired. Oh, this is right where we came in. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay. And don't fall down there, please.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
I just want to see if there's anything up here. I think that's the way to go, but... Okay, I don't see anything. Let's get moving. We're losing a bit of health. Ooh, you're getting hypothermic. Huh, was this always here? Well, I'd never noticed this. This is awesome. I always thought this area was inaccessible. Like, I saw the tree branch there before, but I thought it was just decoration. I didn't know it was an actual walkway. I said not to be greedy, and we're gonna try not to be, but we will never be up here, I don't think. So I do want to get the crow feathers, the cattails. Right, thank you for your life. I'm sorry you passed away right here, but we can't help you. Otherwise, we'll be joining you. I do wish there was like a shovel in the game, and you could carry it around and bury those who have died. But that's okay. Maybe once the maybe once the Steam Community Workshop completely opens for this game, hopefully eventually. Is there an oak tree up here? Ooh, there is. I feel like a little gremlin getting all the plants I can, but we are not going to be back up here, so I want to make the most of it. we might get hypothermic. If so, we can just spend a day crafting at the transfer pass. Wouldn't be the end of the world. That's why we have the bear hide bed after all. Oh wow, this is right by the entrance. I guess you could say that's nuts, perhaps? I'm sorry. I had to. Alright, let's go. Boo. I know. I was right by the entrance, wow.
Too heavy.
Yeah, and we did have the exit. Now we are... there are no predators here, I can tell you that much, so... I do want to go up here, though. I think there's a area up here.
Never been so hungry in my life.
Hello, bunnies. I'm more interested in your flying friends, but... Oh, I scared them off. Fun. Now, if we didn't have a bear hide bed and we were in a predator region, I would not be doing this. But, it's fine. Up until it's not, and then we die. Oh, that is a ptarmigan I hear. Where are you? You know what? We're gonna get hypothermia if we don't act smart, so let's go. Yeah, and this is what I like about Interloper compared to Misery, because in Misery you could never do this, and it's too restrictive. There's a fine line between challenge and fun. Okay, let's get in here.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Woohoo, 92%, look at that. How much time are we at? Oh wow, this is going to be a longer one like the old ones were.
I would do
Great.
anything for a drink right now.
Okay, Okay, it's time to do some organization.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay, let's see. Any and all cured stuff I want to go in here. As well as plants. Put that in there. Okay, I think that's good. I wish it would copy the orientation. Wow, we're about to go hungry. Let's eat these. Please bear with me on this. Something about cattails, it take a long time to eat. Always love a bit of base building, right? Alright, let's break that up. I have not forgotten about the ptarmigan. Okay, now we're gonna drop these here just in case. If we need to cure them, we'll cure them. I'm actually gonna drop them out here. Much better. Okay, wonderful. Got that. Alright, I think we're going to end the episode very shortly. Let's just go ahead and do one last tally. Craftables. Is there a fire striker? Oh, it was ruined, but a good decoration nonetheless. Okay, for now, let's just put that there. Now, let's take care of this ptarmigan.
Not sure why I feel so tired.
Thank you for your life. Put him out there. We'll worry about the paintings in the future. Let's just put them in there. And let's get a big sip of water. And I think we're gonna sleep for 10 hours, so let's get to it. We should be fine in here. If not, this is a good life. Excellent. Look at that. Almost back up to full. Let's eat some more cattails. And I think we're going to end the episode after getting 1 more hour. Alright, there we are. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we'll end the episode here. It's a really fun one. It was a long one compared to the last few ones. But I made a lot of progress. To our Polaroid achievement, we mapped out Forsaken Airfield pretty much as far as that goes. And next episode, maybe we'll do Sundered Pass. Who knows? We'll see. But I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.